Once upon a time, in the kingdom of Aurelia, where the castle towers sparkled like sugar in the sunlight, there lived a young prince named Elias and his older sister, Princess Seraphine. They weren't your usual royal pair. Elias preferred climbing trees to wearing crowns, and Seraphine loved fixing the castle's creaky clock instead of sitting through endless banquets. One summer evening, as the sun melted into gold at the edge of the horizon, they wandered beyond the castle walls. The air was warm, and the grass tickled their ankles. Somewhere in the distance, a flute was playing. Following the music, they found themselves in a part of the kingdom they had never seen. It was a garden, but not like any garden they'd known. The flowers glowed, not from lanterns, but from their own petals, shimmering like pieces of the night sky. At the center stood an old woman in robes the color of twilight. She was humming to the flowers, and they swayed as if they understood every note. "Welcome," she said, her voice warm as a cup of tea. "This is the Star Garden, and tonight it needs your help." Elias's eyes went wide. "Our help? But we don't even know how to grow glowing flowers." The woman smiled. "These flowers don't need water or soil. They need stories. Without them, their light fades, and the stars in the sky grow dim." Seraphine leaned closer to a violet blossom, its light flickering weakly. She whispered, "Once there was a clock that could sing." And the flower brightened up just a little. The woman nodded. "Every flower in this garden holds a star, and every star is fed by wonder." So the prince and princess began their work. They knelt by each flower, telling tales of dragons who knitted clouds, of forests where the trees told jokes, and of oceans that sang lullabies to the moon. The garden began to glow brighter until the light was so strong it spilled into the sky. One by one, the dim stars above blinked awake, twinkling as if they just remembered how. But as the last flower brightened, a shadow fell over the garden. From the far end emerged a tall figure in a cloak of drifting smoke. "I am the keeper of forgotten nights," it said, its voice like wind through an empty hall. "And I have come for the stars you've awakened." Elias stepped forward, his heart thumping like a drum. "You can't take them. They belong to the world." The shadow tilted its head. Then I will take you instead." Seraphine stood beside her brother, lantern light from the flowers painting their faces gold. She said, "You can't take him either, because we have one thing you don't." The shadow hissed. "And what is that?" Seraphine smiled. "Stories." Before the shadow could speak again, she began to tell one, a story so bright, so full of laughter and wonder, that the shadow's edges began to dissolve. Elias joined in, adding dragons with rainbow wings and mountains made of music. The shadow stumbled back, shrinking smaller and smaller until it vanished entirely, leaving only a faint echo of a sigh. The garden sighed too, but with relief. The flowers shone so brightly now, the entire night sky seemed reborn. The old woman smiled at them. "You've done more than save the stars. You've reminded them why they shine." Hand in hand, the prince and princess walked back toward the castle. Behind them, the star garden hummed a gentle lullaby. And as they looked up, they could swear the stars were winking down at them, as if to say, "Thank you for the stories."